Breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
A child seriously hurt. A car hit 4 people as they were leaving a July 4th celebration in Apex. What we know about those injuries and what the police are saying about the driver.
And it's a pretty start here in Southern Pines. We'll talk about how the weather will be for fireworks later on this evening.
And those fireworks all around the triangle, how you celebrate Independence Day tonight, including in Durham, after the Bulls play our national pastime. Good times on the way. Cover the ears. It's going to get loud tonight. 6 o'clock straight up right now on a Friday, 4th of July. I'm Jeff Hogan.
And I'm Michelle McConaughey in for Nate Shue. Happy July 4th to all of you celebrating today. A lot of people celebrating. They want to see those fireworks. They want to eat the hot dogs. You need nice weather for all of that.
And we're like the American flag
we are.
here.
We're the American flag today.
Getting ready for the hot dog eating contest with Joey Chestnut back.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center right now. The beautiful look behind you. That's America's other pastime.
That isn't it? It's Jeff's pastime for sure. Beautiful sunrise just starting here in Southern Pines, and the crews are out there working hard to make it a great day for all the golfers heading out. It's going to be a little hot in the afternoon, but today, I mean, for a summer afternoon, our chances of rain are pretty low. Our dew point is down at 67, so we finally had a little drier air mass sneaking in behind the front that came through a couple of days ago. It is 72 right now. So the lower dew point means that we don't have the big heat index to worry about today. 64 Roxborough, but elsewhere, low to mid 70s. We have just a 20% chance of showers or thunderstorms this afternoon. It will mainly affect the southern part of the viewing area, and they should taper off before the fireworks start. 93 for the high, only feeling like 93 to 95 with that nice drop in our humidity. And here's the fireworks forecast, 82 degrees at 9 o'clock, and again, minimal chances for rain at that point. Now, Sunday may be completely different. We're watching the potential for a coastal low to bring us a better chance for rain. We'll check that out coming up.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. Breaking news overnight, a child is in the hospital after 4 people were hit by a car while leaving a July 4th celebration in Apex. Police say this happened just before 9 p.m. on Old Raleigh Road. 3 adults were also hit as a driver was pulling out of a grocery store parking lot. The child was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police do not believe the driver was intoxicated. They do not suspect foul play at this time.
Fireworks will be lighting up the sky across the triangle tonight, and WRAL is following all the ways you can get in on the fun. WRAL's Ali Cadlabar joins us live from Durham Bulls Athletic Park right now with what you need to know if America's pastime is part of your July 4th plans. Ali, good morning.
Yes, Jeff, it is going to be the largest fireworks show at the DBAP tonight, and we're going to see all of these seats filled because there's only standing room available for the big show. Check out this video from last year. Red, white, and blue sparkling in the sky. This is what people will see tonight after the Durham Bulls take on the Norfolk Tides. First pitch is set for 6:35, then the fireworks pop off at 9:15. If you can't get a spot inside, Durham Parks and Rec says that people can watch from the grassy area behind Diamond View 3 and several spots downtown. Now, this is only the beginning of what is expected to be a very patriotic weekend. There's still a game tomorrow and Sunday. There's limited seats for tomorrow's game and still more seats for Sunday's game. Both are going to have fireworks, so perfect way to wrap up your patriotic holiday weekend. You can find more details on that on Durham Bulls website or WRAL.com. Reporting in Durham, Ali Cadlabar, WRAL News.
And the city of Raleigh also hosting its July 4th fireworks show, but at a new place this year. It'll happen at Lenovo Center and Carter Finley Stadium area. Gates expected to open at 6 p.m. The fireworks show will begin at 9:30, and the event was previously held at Dix Park. You may remember last year there was initially a weather delay, and then the fireworks vendor had a malfunction and had to end that show early.
Today, President Donald Trump plans to sign his federal spending proposal after it cleared a crucial vote in the U.S. House. House Republicans advanced the bill in a close vote. It includes massive federal spending and tax cuts. Only 2 Republicans voted against it. Moderate members of Congress have been speaking out against the measure, citing $1 trillion in Medicaid cuts. Democrats also accused the bill of being a tax cut for billionaires. President Trump addressed the crowd in Des Moines, Iowa, hours after the bill passed.
This bill includes the largest tax cut in American history, the largest spending cut in American history, the largest border security investment in American history.
This is the largest tax cut in the billions for billionaires. This is the largest transfer of wealth, the largest robbery of wealth from working families to billionaires.
The bill's signing ceremony will be at the White House, 5 o'clock this evening.
Food banks in our area are raising concerns about cuts to federal food assistance in the bill, saying an ongoing hunger crisis will worsen. 13% of North Carolina's population uses the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also called SNAP. The new spending plan expands work requirements. That means hundreds of thousands of North Carolinians could be dropped from the program. This could end up putting a greater strain on food banks, which means less food to go around. Less funding also means that food banks will not be able to buy as much food to give away. And that could impact local businesses.
For every meal that we can provide here at the food bank, SNAP could provide 9 nutritious meals.
There's going to be less food to go around, and it's going to cost more money.
And SNAP benefits have been 100% federally funded since the program's creation 50 years ago.
About 200 Marines from our area are going to Florida to help with immigration enforcement. The Pentagon says the troops from Marine Corps Air Station New River in Jacksonville will be mobilized to work with ICE. The Department of Defense says the Marines will have no contact with migrants or anyone in the custody chain. They say they will only be providing logistical and administrative support. The troops are part of a group of about 700 Marines being sent to Florida, Louisiana, and Texas.
A North Carolina law that was meant to reduce long lines at the DMV appears to have unintended consequences. The law says driver's licenses will remain valid for 2 years after their expiration date. But the rule only applies to driving, meaning the license would not be valid for other uses. That means you cannot use an expired license to buy alcohol or cigarettes, get a bank loan, even board a flight. Plus, trying to travel out of state would likely be a problem as well.
Caveat, obviously, because, for people who have family outside of state or people that live at the border that go across state lines, to go to work, that causes an issue because if they get pulled over in that new state line now, it's, oh, your license expired.
And those we spoke to say lines and wait times at the DMV will only be reduced after more employees are hired.
2 people in Rollsville are out of their home after this house fire. A viewer sent us this video to WRAL, and you can see the intense flames near the garage. We also had Sky 5 in the air over that scene on Redford Place Drive yesterday. The 2 people who were inside got out safely thanks to the fire alarm going off. The home is a total loss, though, and the American Red Cross is helping those people find a place. It's still not clear what caused the fire.
A driver facing charges after a crash in Cary that left hundreds without power yesterday. You're looking at video from the scene on West Chatham Street. Christopher Frederick is facing several charges, including driving while impaired and reckless driving. Cary police say Frederick hit an electrical box near an apartment complex. Officers say that he dropped his phone while he was driving and lost control of the vehicle.
A Raleigh woman is facing charges after her 2 young children died last week in an apartment fire. Police arrested Rodrika Porter yesterday. The charges stem from an apartment fire in northeast Raleigh last September. Police say Porter's 1-year-old daughter and 4-year-old son were left inside, and they both died later at the hospital. Porter is charged with 2 counts of felony child neglect.
A woman is critically injured after a fireworks-related fire that burned multiple homes in California. Look at this video here. More than 100 firefighters spent nearly an hour putting out the blaze in Los Angeles. The LA Fire Department said the fire involved active fireworks inside a detached garage. 1 woman was seriously hurt. Multiple animals were also hurt.
New information here from the FAA investigating a plane part that was found in a Raleigh driveway last week. Mystery seems to be solved. Officials have confirmed the part did fall off a Delta Airlines jet. Here's a portion of the 911 call after the wing flap was discovered.
There is a portion of an airplane wing blocking the driveway. My neighbor heard a loud noise last night after midnight, but it appears to be a portion of an airplane wing.
Yeah, not your normal 911 call right there. That was made around 8:30 Wednesday morning from Banbury Road. The Boeing 737 had left Atlanta, and then it did land safely at RDU.
For many areas across the Triangle, Independence Day celebrations have been a week-long affair, not just today. Last night, 5 different towns in our viewing area hosted celebrations. Wake Forest hosted its big fireworks show at Heritage High School, and the crowd was not disappointed. The town has been hosting its celebrations a day early for more than 50 years, and people we spoke with say they like it that way because it frees them up for more celebrations on the big day.
If we wanted to travel still as a family, we could for the holidays, but also I like that they also have other things on the 4th, like we do the kids parade thing. So we enjoy the entire lineup for not just the 4th, but also the 3rd.
Garner, Apex, Smithfield, and Morrisville also had fireworks shows last night. If you missed the celebrations last night, be sure to head to WRAL.com for a full list of events happening today.
We're at 10 after 6 on your Friday. Coming up, helping injured turtles, a new bill that would help local doctors get them back into the wild, and the important work being done right at NC State.
And battle over DEI. Governor Josh Stein vetoes a round of bills targeting diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why he says there are more pressing issues for our state.
And today's going to be a pretty nice day, but it is a summer afternoon and evening, and we do have a very small chance for showers and thunderstorms. I'll show you why I don't think it'll affect the fireworks coming up.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
6:13. Wow. I mean, this looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? This is a live look at Beaufort. You have boats out in the Intercoastal Waterway. That pretty sunrise happening. Seagulls were flying by. It's just absolutely beautiful. We take a look at our beach forecast for tomorrow. Our temperatures will likely be in the low to mid 80s. There will be a chance of an isolated thunderstorm, especially along and inland from the beaches, right along that sea breeze front that typically pops up every day. But now Sunday's going to be a different story. We'll see a low pressure system developing offshore, and it is likely to cause some high rip current danger, probably some heavy surf and a good bit of rain on Sunday. So keep that in mind if you're still planning to head off to the beach. If you're headed to the mountains, things are looking pretty good there. Oh, don't forget, rip current danger for today is moderate, but again, by the time we get to Sunday, it's likely to be fairly high. In the mountains, not looking bad at all. Should be a fairly dry day tomorrow. Temperatures will range from 72 in Grandfather Mountain to 90 in Bryson City. So it's all about the elevation. And again, on Sunday, it looks mainly dry, 70s to 80s.
Thanks for that, Elizabeth. I see your Beaufort and raise you a Car Lake right here behind me. Pretty good right there. How about the turtles native to North Carolina could soon get their own license plate under a new proposal in the state Senate. These specialty plates would help fund a unique program at the NC State Veterinary School that cares for injured wild turtles. Turtle Rescue Team was founded in 1996 by Professor Greg Lubart. He says they care for more than 1,000 turtles a year, with most of them being hit by cars. Supplies and treatment costs around $40 a turtle on average. Lubart says this proposal could help provide a steady stream of funding.
Even 1,000 license plates would get us $10,000 a year. That would be a big part of our operating budget. Turtles represent not just the reptiles of the state, but the wildlife of the state, and that are impacted by humans, and that any little bit we can do to kind of give back to them is important.
And Lubart says he's been pushing for this new program since 2012, and each specialty license plate bought would bring in about $10.
Governor Stein has vetoed 4 bills on diversity, equity, and inclusion and gender issues, and he accuses Republican lawmakers of caring more about culture war battles than getting a state budget deal done. The new budget year began this week, but lawmakers are on vacation and nowhere near close to a deal. Republican House Majority Leader Brendan Jones criticized Stein for vetoing the DEI bills. You can find more details on WRAL.com.
Work is underway at our nation's capital for the big July 4th fireworks show, and people will be going to the National Mall for that 17-minute display. It'll be visible from across the Potomac River. Organizers say it is one of the biggest fireworks shows in the country, and they're always trying to find ways to improve it.
What makes this display unique among any other displays is the scale. It is one of the largest productions in the country for July 4th, which I think is appropriate given the location. We're always trying to introduce new effects. So We have a history of making fireworks. My father and uncle have passed on that tradition through the generations. I'm fourth generation. So each year we challenge ourselves to build and create new effects to keep it exciting for the audience.
And if you'd like to watch from home, there'll be a live stream of it from the National Mall Monument Cam. It's available online.
Fireworks shows are planned across the Triangle and beyond.
Yeah, we have a full list of the weekend 4th of July festivities in our WRAL Out and About Best Bets.
The town of Cary will have its Independence Day celebration tonight. There will be music from the North Carolina Symphony, and there will also be fun activities for the kids before the fireworks display. Tonight's event is at Cocoa Booth Amphitheater. General admission is free.
Full day of stuff. Durham Central Park will host a children's parade this morning starting at 9:30. Help the kids decorate those bikes, trikes, wagons, and strollers, and then parade on through the park at 10:30. After the parade, there'll be free popsicles and fire truck tours.
And this weekend, if you're ready to slice into some summer fun, the Springhaven Farms Watermelon Festival is back. The farm in Chapel Hill will host the watermelon-filled festivities today through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your entry includes all the watermelon you can possibly eat.
I accept.
For more information about other events happening across the area this weekend, go to WRAL.com and search Out and About. Fun fact, I actually did a watermelon eating contest one time. I did.
Did you win?
I think I ate like 3 slices, and I was like, nope, I'm good. But it's delicious. I know, you know. I did it with kids, so I let the kids win.
Nothing says summer like watermelon, and also tropical warnings off of our coast. You know, they just go together.
They go hand in hand, don't they? But this is not going to be one that we're too concerned about. If it does become anything, it would potentially be a tropical depression. Either way, we do have a coastal low that's starting to develop, and it is likely to bring some rain to the coast, some rip current danger on Sunday, and we may see some increased chance for rain on Sunday as well. So let's jump right on into it. This is a look at where it's beginning to develop here off the coast of Florida. You can see this particular satellite is the one that we use when we're tracking tropical systems because the colors just make it really stand out in terms of where these systems are developing. So you can see it starting to form there off the coast. The Hurricane Center is going to send in a hurricane hunter today to take a look at it to see if it's starting to get a closed circulation, which is one of the things that it has to have before it becomes a tropical system. This is one version of Futurecast, and you can see by tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, this is the center of circulation, and a lot of the rain is sitting offshore. It does continue to drift northward during the day Saturday. There's going to be the middle of the low off the coast of Charleston by 7 a.m. on Sunday. And look at that. The rain is still offshore. So the big question is, how much rain are we really going to see? It's all going to depend on how far inland this comes, how quickly. This is Sunday at lunchtime. We're still seeing some rain, especially along our southern coast. And then gradually, as we get into the day on Monday, more of that begins to pull inland. So the big question is, does it all stay offshore? How much of it will we really see inland? And that version of Futurecast just is not terribly aggressive with it. We actually see more rain on Monday than we do on Sunday. So Sunday, a 50 to 60% chance in our area, but more like a 60 to 80% chance along the coast, especially around the Wilmington area. Notice here how the heaviest rain stays offshore, but certainly by Sunday and Monday, our southern beaches could see as much as 2 inches of rain. We're probably going to keep it under an inch of rain. For today, we have just a small chance of a shower or thunderstorm. It does look like it may be a fairly wet week next week, but today, I think we're looking pretty good. A very small chance of rain at 9 o'clock, and then Saturday looks good too. Again, Sunday, we're going to see that potential for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. Speaking of rain, we get into next week, and that low may just sit over us and bring us a fairly wet week next week.
Thanks a lot for that, Elizabeth. Still ahead, Diddy's right hand. Sean Combs' former chief of staff is facing civil lawsuits along with her boss. Her connection to Raleigh and what she's accused of doing.
And big bill signing. President Donald Trump is spending his July 4th signing a major piece of his legislative agenda, the fallout from lawmakers.
Also coming up on today, retailers are serving up great deals for the 4th of July, and NBC's Vicki Nguyen will tell us where, plus a preview of Amazon Prime Day next week.
And here's a look at your winning NC Education lottery numbers. Good luck.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
A food legend making his triumphant return to a legendary competition. You know who we're talking about. And zoo animals getting in on the Independence Day fun as well.
Yeah, we have a look at what's trending today on this 4th of July.
Yeah, familiar face making his return to the Nathan's hot dog eating contest in New York today. There he is. Joey Chestnut will be back, looking to win the contest for the 17th time. He was banned last year over a dispute over his sponsorship with a plant-based hot dog brand. He'll be trying to beat his record of 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Banned, but not anymore. He's back, and he didn't burn any bridges. He's ready, doggone it, he's ready to eat those dogs again. And I don't know if he'll beat the record. I hope Kobayashi's there to give him a little competition.
Me
right?
too. My favorite, they dip the hot dog in water and they just, oh my gosh, gross.
Zoo animals are getting in on the Independence Day fun with the sea lions at Brookfield Zoo near Chicago. Special cakes for America's birthday. A number of animals also given red, white, and blue themed treats, including the bottlenose dolphins who got to eat an American flag made of sugar-free gelatin.
That is so adorable. Yeah, they base, the treats on the animals. They're not going to feed the animals something they can't have. So, the polar bears also, I saw they get the ice cakes with a fish stuffed into the ice cake. So that's adorable. Look, the
special
seal.
treat.
I love it.
Newborns are also getting into the 4th of July fun. These are adorable pictures. Babies at the NICU at Cape Fear Valley Health, just chilling, relaxing, enjoying some floats. Hospital posted these babies' pictures, proof that their strength comes in the smallest packages.
That is
that guy's chilling.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So cute.
Yeah. Coming up July 4th in the Triangle, and what you need to know if you want to get in on Independence Day fun.
Plus, a recall alert to tell you about this morning. More than 10,000 pounds of blueberries sent to our state are being recalled over a listeria risk. What we know about the possible impacts.
And our fireworks forecast, not bad. I mean, it's summertime. We have to have at least a very tiny chance of storms. And that's exactly what we'll see. I'll walk you through it and show you who has the best chance of seeing a very small potential.